Hi.
Yes, yes, yes. I
We're
like
here.
that. I
We're here.
like
We're
that.
here. We're here. We're back in the building, man, to give you a match reaction from a fantastic game yesterday. Listen, these kids and the kids at there do not
Mm,
fail to impress me all the time. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just so heartwarming to see them on the pitch. So we'll be
yeah.
going through all that, and obviously, first off, we'll be looking at the post-match press conference, if we may call it that. We were looking
Mhm.
at that. Me and my guests will be chopping that up. Do you know what I mean? So we'll be
Yeah.
doing all that and giving you doing the player rating as well. We're definitely doing the rating as well. Okay. First off, before I start the show, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification button and share content on all social media platforms.
Mm.
Who's in the building so far? I think it might be Redbird. Oh, big up my guest.
Mhm.
Uh, Without no further ado, I am going to sort of introduce my guest. Fuzzy, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Recovering from illness, but the team, when you're watching our team playing the way they're playing, you can recover from a lot of things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable, mate. Like, the cup final, and now you see us in the FA Cup, and they're still performing at a high level no matter who we put in midfield, as we know, Gomez. Yeah, man. Everything's good, Unks. Everything's good. Enjoying
yeah.
it so far this season.
Cool, cool, cool. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride. I mean,
Yeah.
I just think of people like Jaden Dans, right? That obviously playing them for the under 18s.
Yeah.
He has to come in and against Luton because shortage for first team players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does well. Do you know what I mean? 2 days later, he's playing in the cup final and gets a medal. Do you know what I mean?
It's
Then he plays
crazy.
again last night in the FA Cup, fifth round,
Yeah.
right? And scores 2 goals and 2 good goals as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was so happy for him. The way he scored those goals. And no, actually, not so much of the way he scored the goals, the fact that he scored a goal. It could have been a
Yeah.
scruffy goal. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a mere fact that this kid at the day, right, has come on a pitch from like the other day,
Yeah.
showed what he's made of, and what he's made of, he deserves a goal. Because even in the cup final, he was a bit unlucky not to get a goal from that header.
Yeah.
Had that
Yeah.
been a bit lower, that was going in. So
Yeah.
listen, full credit to Jaden Daz, man. Love the kid. I was made up for him. So basically, today, it's like if people like ourselves at net are made up for him, just
Yeah.
think what his parents must be feeling. Just feel
Yeah.
that. Just think about that. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Sons of footballers, aren't they, Unks? They're sons of
yeah,
footballers, aren't they? If you look
yeah,
at Kumaz and Clark, and you look at Jaden Dance, they're all sons of footballers.
yeah.
And
Even Nodi,
mm,
his dad. He's. I think his dad used to play for Leicester City back
okay,
in the day. Yeah. So the
yeah,
all four of them at the day are literally sons of footballers. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Jaden Dan says his dad. He's like when he come on
mm,
at Wembley in the cup final when he come
yeah,
on. His dad was obviously in the crowd and that. He said his dad was
mm,
like in tears. Dad was
yeah,
in tears. I just thought, wow. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause that's
yeah,
the greatest stage. That's the greatest stage. Everybody dreams of playing at Wembley. Even like people that's not in from this country, they
yeah.
dream of playing at Wembley. And
Home of football, as they call it, innit? Home of
yeah,
football.
yeah,
And they all went in there accidentally, by the way. Like, they wasn't meant to play. If the first team was there, we won't see these kids. But like sometimes in life, when it's meant to be, it's meant to be, in it, uncle. And that's
yeah,
what's happened to these kids. If the first team was fit, we might not have seen them, but fortunately, we have seen them, and we can see from the youth all the way to the first team that the quality is not too far apart because they play the same system. And then when you see the same system, like in front of your eyes, it doesn't look like there's any the players are any different from the players that are injured. And yeah, they're performing on a higher level. Listen, like Southampton is not a pushover, unks. And
yeah. True.
I mean, these are we played Southampton's first team, and we played kids
Yeah,
and Joe Gomez in the middle, guys. And look at the performance. You know what I mean?
he was
Obviously,
quite good. He was
we
quite good.
started off slow. We started off slow, but as the game went on, the confidence grew, and then all of a sudden the players, started. showing their qualities, and then we started scoring the goals, and then we
Yeah,
won by 3 goals to 0. Yeah, but
yeah,
like I've always said, Uncle, like when you play football, if you don't play together on a regular basis, it's a bit difficult to understand how players run and where to pass the ball and all that stuff. But these kids are intelligent, because as soon as the second half started, there was a different team, and yeah, it showed in the game.
I was literally made up for those kids, because they literally came on and showed what I was made of, and it's given
Yeah,
really Klopp and day. It's given Klopp, and even like, let's say for instance that we get Alonso, and we
yeah,
get sort of like if things go right, we get Edwards and that. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
given them a healthy headache.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Oh
given
yes.
it's literally given them a headache, because who do you drop? Who
The
do
thing
you?
is, like, it's even when people are talking about managers, because there's a lot of teams that want a manager in the summer. Yeah, we got Bayern Munich, we got ourselves, Real Madrid. I think Ancelotti signed a new contract, so Newcastle might get a position up there, with their wages and the money they got. They might get a big, top manager after that. Chelsea, debatable. You don't know. So with us, the thing that's more beneficial for a manager at Liverpool Football Club is everything is set, isn't it, Unks? Everything is
Yeah.
set. You don't have to work hard.
Mm,
Me and you were looking at players we could sign in the summer and thinking to ourselves, these players that we got right now, they
mm.
don't really, they don't really need a lot of players in the summer, do they? This is the summer, actually, Uncle. You could not even argue about FSG signing a lot of players. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
the summer you could actually back them, if you
yeah.
understand what I'm trying to say.
If there's nobody plays, you're like, oh, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You just,
Normally, why are they signing someone?
yeah.
But now, like, okay, if you're not gonna
Yeah,
sign, okay,
it's just really like a breath of fresh air. Right,
yeah,
we're
and
gonna get into the sort of this shit, shies out. We're gonna get into the post press conference. We're gonna get into that, and we'll
yeah,
just chop it up as we go along. Yeah, you know what I mean,
okay.
okay, so, right, yes, good. Oh no, I don't want that one. That's what I want.
Saves in the first half as well. Even Joe Gomez playing in an unfamiliar role tonight. So what really stood out for you?
All of that, and all of it was obviously incredibly important to win the game against the Southampton team, who we would have had problem with anyway, but in our specific situation, it was absolutely clear. We tried to give as many informations, but not too many, because of the characteristic of the team, of the lineup, to them, and we had to improve during the game. So I would say the last line obviously is a settled last line. Goalie, Creever, we all know how good he is. But then Joey on 6, 2 19-year-old on 8, an 18-year-old.
Just literally, I've literally got to talk about sort of like Kelleher.
Yeah.
I've got to talk about Kelleher. Wasn't he outstanding yesterday? Wasn't he outstanding?
You know what it is, Uncle? We discussed it before when people were like taking the mick out of him, and he's saying like he's no Allison, he's not good enough, and all that stuff. And what we were saying, with time and patience, and with games, the players can prove themselves who they really are. And this is how Kelleher came through, because we gave him time and patience. Mate, he's saving shots most keepers can't save. You know what I mean? He's not even. You know what I like about him? He's quick with his feet compared to Allison. Actually, he doesn't make a lot of stuff. Listen, Allison's number one. Is the best goalkeeper in the world, but he's quick with his feet. He throws the right balls out. You know what I mean? He does everything that it says on the tin, and that's what I like about Kelleher. And not a lot of people are giving that poor guy credit, because Allison is there. If Allison wasn't there, you know what I mean? Maybe they will give him the credit that he deserves. But you got to give the kid credit, man. He's 26 years old, and he looks like he's been playing in goal for Liverpool for years, man. The guy's making crucial saves in games. You know what I mean? He's keeping us in games, people.
I'm
And
telling you.
not even giving, like, nobody is giving him the credit that he deserves because of Allison. And it shouldn't be like that. Support the team, not individuals. Support the team, man.
You know what it is as well. It gives what it does as well. It gives Klopp and then day another healthy headache.
Yeah.
It just give another healthy headache because Klopp's got to be thinking at the day. So like, no, does this fella at the end of the day walk straight into the team?
Yeah.
Does Alisson walk straight back into the team?
Yeah.
Because such as like how good he's been, and he's been consistent. It's not like he's been good in one game and then for the next. He's been consistently good. Do you know what I mean? For like,
Unks, if you take out your not you, I'm talking about in general, like fans. If you take out your blinkers, and you look at that goalkeeper, what has he done wrong? What has he exactly done wrong? You know what I mean? You got to think about it that way. If Alisson wasn't there, would you settle for him being number one? If he's making the saves that he's making, of course you would, because you don't see goalkeepers like that. But yeah, just like people just need to like calm down, about Alisson and all that stuff. We've got a more than a capable goalkeeper that can play in that position, and he needs to get, like you said, he needs the credit. Like, we're challenging for titles, Uncle. We're challenging for titles, for crying out loud, and we're top of the league. We're top of everything else, like the European League and FA Cup, and we just won the League Cup, confident booster. So like what the team is doing now is just amazing. And if it was another team doing what we're doing with the shoestrings we got, Unks, like people would be like commending them and they would like celebrate them, because it's Liverpool Football Club. Not many people celebrate us because of who we are. We're the most hated club probably in this English football, because we don't bow down to anyone. So this is why, that's the reason. Like, and for example, you look at that decision on Sunday, I think Sunday, isn't it? It's a Saturday or Sunday, the cup final decision with Van Dijk's goal, and then you look at the one at Man United. It's the same referee.
Did I tell you? I told you. All right.
Same referee. 5 minutes it took them to look for that goal, and then they said, "Oh no, Varane is okay. Yeah, it's all go." He didn't even go to the VAR this time either. So they said, "Oh, all clear. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes it took them to make a decision." And it was even worse than Van Dijk one, because what happened with Van Dijk one is Caldwell ran into Endo. This one, Varane was offside and he pushed the player to the floor. Right. And then who was going towards the ball, probably going to get ahead of Casemiro to the ball. So it shows, Unks, man. Like, if this doesn't prove to people they're all against us, and I said to Uncle yesterday, there's something going to happen during the season that's going to screw us over. And I'm convinced by it, because it happened in the past as well. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. The points are too small for us to even start celebrating just now. But the points will be reduced because of bad decisions of these referees. And we're always getting the same referees. Look at the referee on Saturday. Portini is back. Portini is back. Normal service is back. You know how it is. And I think Stuart Atwell is the VAR as well. So it doesn't even get any better. There you go.
Get back in. Hold on. Right, there you go.
Well, on the left wing, and then Cody and Harvey, who in other circumstances would have never played, because we just had Harvey played 120 minutes a few minutes ago. So what these two boys did there is absolutely incredible. First 15 minutes, I don't know exactly, we were all over the place. We tried to press, because the boys know I want that we press. Just the timing was horrendous. And Southampton obviously used that. Southampton had momentum, Southampton had big chances. We've had to make saves. But step by step, we found a way into the game. High press got better, midfield press.
Yeah, it's true, it's true what you're saying. I think as, the first 15 or 20 minutes of the game, yes, we was all over the place. But I think what it was, and then when the kids at the day started to get a feel for the game, do you know what I mean? And started to sort of like, start to think about what was demanding from them. I think, we started to play well. Sometimes Southampton was always going to get their chances, because it was like there's a lot of kids playing against sort of like their first team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
people need to take that into consideration, mate.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. So the probably experience was always going to shine through.
Yeah.
But on hold, I think what happened at the day, as the game gradually got along, and at the day, and these kids we had on the pitch. As they gradually got used to the pace of the game, you know what I mean, got used to sort of like their environment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mate, they started to pull off some really good sort of like, you know, good like good play, and it shone in the end.
Not that early for midfield press. I think we needed more the half time and a little bit of luck and good defending in the last line, but that's fine. Half time, we could then obviously the goal we scored is in a nearly perfect moment. It was a little bit, you need to ask Russell or the Southampton, I think it felt a little bit like a momentum change. So they had it obviously. And we got a little bit of foot into the game, and then we scored this wonderful goal, which was an exceptional finish of Lewis. So an 18-year-old boy playing on the left wing against a senior player is really a team with not a lot of patterns, let me say it like that, is tricky.
Yeah, it is tricky though, isn't it? For us? It is tricky. So like, you know, an 18-year-old boy on the, sort of like on the left wing. Do you know what I mean? Against
it's not even his normal position. He's a striker, really. He's actually a striker. I mean, so you know, like if you look at the Kumas for the youth, he's actually a striker. He's a number 9, same as Jaden Dance. They're both number 9s, but. It's always going to be difficult for kids like that to come into the team, you know, and perform in a high level, especially at Anfield. You know what I mean? You've got the crowd. You have to impress them. It's not like you're playing in an away ground where you don't really give a damn about anyone. But especially the home team, you're the home team, and you have to impress everyone around you and start performing. You know, start of the game to the end of the game. But it was always going to take them time. And eventually, you know, as soon as they caught on, and you know what the best thing about Anfield is, Uncle Rods, it's the best thing about what do you call it, about the game is they grew into it. And they understood it. So if they ever come back one day to play in the first team, they know where they're at. That's the best thing about it. And not only that, the other best thing about the game was, you know, you're in front of the best fans in the world when you know stacks are against you. When things are against you, they will pull you through the hard stages of games, and you know, and that's what happened. That's what happened again. And I mean, like, I was there for the Luton game. That first half was one of the worst first half I've seen in years. And then the second half, the fans started doing some songs and, you know, started cheering the team. Even the team was doing pretty badly on the pitch. And all of a sudden, everybody froze. Even the manager for Luton said he even froze because it's just too loud. And I never understood it. I never understood that thing where the crowd plays a part until I actually see it for myself. I've been in a lot of games, but I've never been to games that we had to play like this. You know, like where we're a goal down and then, you know, the fans play their part and then we win a game. We turn it around to like 4-1. And yeah, I'm telling you guys, like there's 12 games to go. Obviously FA Cup as well against Man United. We need to like play our part now. That's what we've got to do, because no matter who plays, because the way we perform, it helps them. Honestly, it helps them, man. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it.
Of course. Right, let's get that.
So because the goal is exceptional, to step in and then he shoots before the goalie can really settle, stuff like it's really good finish. Yeah, could adjust in half time and then second half, obviously, the midfield press was much better. That's helped. And we had now the momentum rather than Southampton. We won a lot of high balls and scored wonderful goals. The play was special. But we won the balls was special. Everything was then special. And then obviously, something like that, as impossible as it seems, can happen.
As you said, I'll take Dan's as well, characteristics as a striker. Lovely think finish for the first, but the second one on the move, following in, showing those kind of striking instincts as well. And
the striking instincts, there's no doubt about that. So yeah, there's no youth level where you don't have that. We have 10-year-olds with a striking instinct, but and he showed in the final that he arrives in the right moment. So he was there 3 times in a final. Your first, okay, not the first. second outing for your boyhood club. And you're up 3 times, and with a bigger, longer toe, he probably scores already in the final. So that he is there is cool. That the goals have the same sizing in the youth department is cool as well, because that's why in a situation like that, chipping is really good. Unfortunately, I can tell you now already, in his career, he will miss chances as well. That will happen, and probably in similar situations. But for now, I cannot imagine how this week must feel for the boys.
This guy, Jaden Dans, man. This guy.
What did I tell you, Unks? What did I tell you, mate? What did I tell you? Well, I rang you the other day about him.
Yeah.
I said it. Like, I said to Uncle, this kid, I watched him for like 30 minutes, I think it was. Like, and I know, like, you don't have to, like, overhype players or anything like that. I'm not that type of person, you know. You don't see me in streams like overhyping any players or anything like that. But when I saw this kid, I said his demeanor, the way he runs, the way he kicks the ball, the way he drops deep and starts setting up people. If you guys seen in the Luton game, he tried to set up Gakpo. He gave him a through ball to run onto, but Gakpo didn't really read it. If you look at all of his all-round play and the way he finishes, it's just like Harry Kane. I swear. I'm not even joking. It's just like Harry Kane. But I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on him. I know he needs time and patience. Like Klopp said, obviously. You're going to hear it in a minute. These kids need time and patience. Just don't keep asking about them. You know what I mean? Just leave them to it. Let them learn their trade. And then eventually, you know, we're going to like set them off after everyone.
Yeah. It just, listen, it's just everything just sort of like sounds good. We got Anton. Anton's in the chat. Big up Anton, man. Big up to you guys. Yes, fellas.
Yes, Anton.
Big up Anton. Big up Anton. Good to see you around, man. Good to see you around.
100%, man.
Right, let's get back to the thing.
Well, they don't have to care about that, so they can just fly, and they deserve that. And it's a week of the academy, and I'm so happy to mention them again, just because it's exceptional. We should not forget Trey Neoni came on tonight. That looked promising as well. Not in the squad because injured. Ben Doak, who had already a few really good games for us, and Stevan Bacitic, same age group, were good. So there is a lot to come. Connor, we don't mention anymore in these circumstances. Kwanzaa, we don't mention anymore in these circumstances. So it's pretty special what's happening. It's really difficult because we have unfortunately too many games for not enough players. But so far we found somehow a solution, and we have to keep doing that. We have to create, when we play here, an atmosphere.
Have you noticed that? Have you literally noticed that in the day, yeah? That we're literally not talking about Conor Bradley and Kwanzaa in the day at the moment. We're talking about these guys. Do you know what
Every
I mean?
time there's a new person, Unks. Every time there's a new person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly. Because first at the day, it was literally
Kwanzaa.
It was Kwanzaa first. Yeah, it was Kwanzaa first.
Bradley
right.
after that.
Then Bradley after that. Then it was Bradley and what's my guy's name? Bobby Clark.
Clark.
Bradley and Bobby Clark. Now it's McDonald and Day, yeah? McConnell,
yeah.
And McConnell and Dans.
Yeah.
You see that now?
Yeah.
And then now and these other kids come in and they because youngest debut at the day in the FA Cup.
Kumas.
Nodi. The young black fella.
Oh yeah. Troy. Yeah, Troy.
Yeah, Troy. 16 and a half. Do you know what I mean? It's just like it's amazing at the day how we're not talking about people like Conor Bradley.
This is why it's upsetting. This manager is gonna leave them behind because if the next manager comes in, who says he's gonna play these kids? Do you get what I'm saying, Uncle?
Yeah.
Who says he's gonna give these kids opportunities? Okay. You know what I mean? Because the next manager that comes in needs to like keep with the same kind of formula. You know, he needs to be in the same system that we're at now, because it will get players through the youth that's gonna go into the first team, and we don't have to spend a lot. That's what worries me, mate. Like he needs to change his mind, man. These kids are relying on him; they're dependent on him, mate. And if he leaves, it's gonna be difficult for them to come through. I can guarantee you that, Unks.
No, I hear you. I mean, to be honest, today, sort of like, I think I think what will happen, and the club will put that in structure that sort of like, you know, the youth at the day, you set up
Yeah.
at the day, right?
Yeah.
That's the one. That you need to focus on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
what it is in the day, when you look at sort of like FSG, they don't like spending money. Yeah.
That's the thing.
So like the youth setup, and they will build well for them, because at the end of the day, you know, they can get the next best thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's within their interest at the day to sort of like say, yeah, you know what, don't forget the youth. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this, like that. I think Alonso as well. If we get Alonso's sort of the type of person that does deal with the youth and youth. So we got no worries on that. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
listen, Klopp at the end of the day, if he turns out he's going, he's gonna say, listen, I've set this up for you. This is here, set up, ready to go. Don't fuck it up. That's all he'll say, and he'll go. Do you know what I mean?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing. Anton says that game was one of the best games. Is see Gomez play? You know what I mean?
I've seen Gomez play. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what he meant. That's what he meant. I've seen Gomez.
yeah, I've seen Gomez play. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like he's played in the six, isn't it? Played in the six.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I
You know
mean?
what I
When
mean?
you see him there. Yeah.
Philip Bidwell, these kids could save us money, providing they keep
Save
on doing
FSG money, not us.
the business they're doing. But yeah, they could. I think that's the main. To me, at the end of the day, that is the main sort of like point of it. You know what I mean? They can save us money. So I see sort of like FSG literally at the end of the day, sort of like, you know, carrying on the structure.
Which is super special. The people thankfully did that again. I loved it. It was not a game in the first half where you can be ecstatic all the time, but the support we got, the feeling the people created, this positive vibe was super class. I loved it really in second half. Then it was easier to go for it. We did that. That was top. And in away games, we need whoever comes with us needs to try to push from a corner or whatever in the stadium to do that, because it's tricky. Yeah? So we will see who can play on Saturday. It's unfortunately really not a lot of time. They play tonight as well, I know. So let's see.
Under 18s are playing.
I don't know.
Richard?
Just on Ben Davies, I mean, he just seems to have that ability to get into space in the box in the way that one of your sort of finest forwards do, sort of sniff out an opening.
Did we say Bendo?
Oh, sorry, Jaden Dan.
Oh. Just thought we can speak about Ben as well. So I understand 100%. So like, but it's a little bit like with the new darts sensation. Like obviously, yeah. I mean, so like we start now, and it's fine for tonight, absolutely. But from tomorrow on, leave the boys in the corner, please. Don't ask where they're now. They have a lot to improve, a lot to
Leave
learn.
them alone, man.
And everybody who's with us.
And that's facts, you know, that is facts in the day.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Don't put too much pressure on them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Do not put too much pressure on them today. You know, they've done well in the last couple of games in the first, but you know, stop keeping asking about them. Like, you know, as I say, like people like Ben Doak, and let Ben Doak sort of like, you know, get off his injury and recover sort of like, you know, properly in the day and come back better and stronger. Do you know what I mean? So I understand that. Do you know what I mean? You know, I ask too much questions. Smash up the likes, people. For Ross, my people. Easy, Tony. Big up yourself, Tony.
Big up, Tony.
Big up, Tony. Right. Let's give you a bit more. Give you some more of this post-match stuff.
Us should now just make sure they will have their moments. And in a moment with our squad situation, they will have more moments than they ever have expected, probably. So that's one thing. The other thing is exceptional talents. Of course, it's not natural that a boy, when 18 years old, comes in that situation, is just calm as you like and chips the ball there. The second goal I would have expected from him, because he has that in him, that he really arrives there in these moments. He saw when Connor shot, he was hoping. When Connor finished the situation, he was hoping that the goalie cannot save it. First, yes, it's exceptional, but we said a couple of times that the future doesn't look that bad. So maybe the people don't forget it in a moment when the transfer window opens. There are a couple of pretty promising players already here.
Yeah,
Don't close the door for them.
Yes,
12 signings.
exactly what we was talking about. Didn't we just say that?
Yeah.
We said the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
When the transfer window comes round, yeah, right. Remember, don't forget, and we got some exceptional footballers here. Do you know what I mean? So before you start going and say you want like FSG to go crazy in the transfer window, yeah. Before you start that, just remember today we got some exceptional players. Don't you agree?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. You know what I mean? Like, as I said when we started, if we win these trophies, this team's average age is under 24. So they've got another 5-6 years left to, win some more trophies. And if they've done this for you this season, and don't forget, people, we didn't expect anything this season. We expected just to get top 4. And they've been top of the league more than any other team this season. So if we're doing this with injuries, and by the way, not complaining at the same time, Uncle Rods, you know what I mean? Like other teams who 1 or 2 players when they go out is the end of the world. We're playing kids. We're playing freaking kids against a £1 billion team, and we're still performing and winning trophies, people. So yeah, there's no excuse, man. Like I said to Uncle Rods earlier, with FSG now, they are in a perfect position. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Did you see that meme that's going around? Yeah.
About what?
It's about 7 or 8 kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Go on.
7 or 8. It's like 7 kids, but they're babies, like little babies.
Yeah.
So 7 babies in from that, right? And like this, how babies smile, yeah. And they're holding the knee cup.
Oh my god! You should see my Twitter. You should see my Twitter, Unks. I was doing straight after the game. I was doing things like that. And the next generation that's gonna face Chelsea, the kindergarten club.
Do you remember? When Curtis Jones scored that goal against Everton?
I was there. I was right behind him when he scored
right.
that.
So, yeah. Do you remember? So then at the day, obviously put them out in the FA Cup, right?
Yeah.
The memes that was going on is like 3 kids in a bath, And he got Liverpool's team bath.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff, man.
Crazy. Right, let's get into a couple more minutes of this, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, no worries. Kindergarten club. Wow.
Yeah.
So, but now Joe Gomez saved our life in that part until now 20 times, and the kids kept us in the competition. So you can talk about the boys for the next 4 hours if you want, but the real story today is, besides the goals, is actually Joe Gomez.
Exactly.
Because it was he played today, I never saw. I never saw. And for the first time on that position in the middle of the park with chaos around him because nothing was settled, I couldn't respect it more. Hi.
You have been listing essentially teenagers that are not only gaining minutes but already a trophy. How have you and the club created such a healthy environment for such a difficult task in football, which is to find the right timing for the kids?
We're not involved in the timing, to be honest, too much because we had to use them because we don't have other players. So I would like to say we waited 5 years, and now they are, when you saw them first time when they were 13, I said in February 2024 we will bring them. So we have a very, very good and a very close relationship with the academy for the obvious reasons. You all know that with the Matos, Alex, Barry, Mark, we have a really close relationship. We actually work in the same building, just on different sides. The way Liverpool wants to play is clear as well. I mean, it's a specific day a few years ago. It's probably was set up by me, but it's not. The club needs to agree on that. I cannot stand in the academy every day on a training pitch and say we do that in training. Everybody bought into that. That's the best news. Because it's not about how you play, it's about you because there might be different styles, different ways, but you have to make sure that these exceptional talents understand that a football game starts with defending. Because they're all talented, otherwise they would not play for Liverpool. But it's in the youth department, it's a little bit like that. You can really be much better than the opponent. That doesn't happen that often in adult football, to be honest. And that's you have to be ready for that. And I saw that today, that the boys make really big steps. So how is that? With Trey, you can see there's absolutely nobody. Really, just I don't know what his weight is, to be honest. But when he's on the ball, he is very mature.
Very special player, that kid.
But, yeah, we have to. They have to develop a lot, pretty much everything, and they grow still. They grow still, and it's special. And of course, it's for me strange as well. I never had that before. That you play with that many kids and still can win football games. It's a really interesting experience, to be honest.
That's because they want you to stay.
And you know what it is at the day? Klopp, what a guy. What a guy.
There's no one like him, man. It's gonna be nobody's gonna hold a tear back when you at the end of the season, man. I'm sorry, I'm being real, unks. Nobody's gonna hold a tear back, man.
No, the thing is about it, the thing that he just speaks pure facts. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And he's got a philosophy. He's here to eat some philosophy at the end of the day with these guys at the end of the day. He said, listen, at the end of the day, if you want to play for the first team, yeah, right, you got to be able to defend. Simple as that. You got to be able to defend. Do you know what I mean? So he starts from the basics at the end of the day and works.
Unbelievable. That in modern day people, like the way you just said it, uncles. Like he started from the basics. Like how many managers do that in the modern day football? Explain that to me, uncles. Like.
Nobody.
No one does it. No. Football in England has become Hollywood, but Liverpool Football Club still, like I said on Twitter recently, only one big club is still standing with its morals, and it's only Liverpool that's left. The rest of the teams in the Premier League have sold themselves to the devil because they paying for players over the odds. They're paying 8-year contracts to players. What? So if a player signs 8-year contract, what is he exactly fighting for? The bank's gonna come to his money. the money's gonna come to his bank every single day. You know what I mean? So what is he playing for 8 years?
Yeah,
nothing. There's no ambition there anymore.
Fuck all,
so this is what we're doing at Liverpool Football Club. We're teaching the kids clean the boots, buy a Ford Focus or whatever it is. These little cars, and once you make it, then we think about you getting a Ferrari. That's it. That's what we're doing.
Because what they're saying, number one, they're not allowed to have a car over 1.3 engine, yeah. Basically, you're not allowed to bring your phones and into once you get into the grounds and there, you got to hand your phone in.
There you go.
You got to hand your phone in straight away. Just literally, and they getting them, and they only allowed to earn a certain amount of money as well. They're only allowed to earn a certain amount of money.
I've heard Jaden Dance earns 250 a week.
Yeah.
There you go, people. That's basic wage, I think, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah. 8 year
mercenaries. 8-year mercenaries. Yeah, it's true.
Facts.
It's true.
Redbird D9 says Joey has been brilliant this season. I'm praying he gets his goal soon. He deserves it. Facts.
Just keep going, Brent. That's for Joe Gomez. Just keep going. Stop thinking about England and things like that. Just play for Liverpool Football Club. Do your absolute best. Play every position that you're playing and just perform in the highest level. When you try to aim for other stuff like World Cups and Euros and all that stuff, you overextend your body. And when you overextend your body, you start getting injuries. You know what I mean? So he's taking it easy. He knows when to run. He knows when to sit back. He knows when to pass the ball now and all that stuff. And whatever position he plays to his absolute highest level. This is why you see Joe Gomez doing what he's doing this season. Just think about Liverpool Football Club and developing in your own way in that club. Forget about England and all that stuff. Once you start forgetting about things like that, the rewards start coming afterwards.
Yeah, facts. You're not wrong. Couldn't have said it more better myself. Yeah. So let's go on to the player rating. Let's do the player rating.
Oh, that's going to be tough. Yeah. There's a lot of good players the other day. I thought Konate was better than Van Dijk when he came on. I don't know about you. He was more solid.
He was all right. He was nice. He was tidy.
It's good to have two top quality defenders, mate.
So that
And you
facts.
got Kwanzaa there as well.
Okay, let's share this. What we got? Yes. Yeah, man. Okay. There you go. There you go. Okay, so we got. I put Nunes for Kumas. Yeah. For Kumas.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I put him for that. Yeah. So.
He played on the left, by the way, Unks. Yeah, but it's fine. Yeah. He played on the left.
Yeah.
Gakpo was our striker, innit?
Okay.
But yeah, it's debatable.
Yeah, let's fix it up. Let's fix it up.
Yeah, Gakpo, you know, is a strange one at the moment.
He's an
I love the
anomaly,
guy.
isn't
Yeah, I love the guy though. People should not criticize him. Leave him alone, man. Leave him alone.
He's a great guy. Okay.
You need players like that.
Yeah. Facts.
It's a pity, like you can't do what you done with McConnell, innit? Just you don't even need the face there. And I know they're not there yet.
Yeah.
It would have been good if you done it like the same.
But see that other one you gave me, you can actually download his
Oh,
and put it in.
Okay.
Say.
So next time,
that's why I think I'm going to use the other one.
yeah, that one's got old players from 50 years ago, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's 50 years ago. Right.
Let's do it. Yeah.
What we saying for Kelleher? Outstanding performances today. I just got to put that
9, 10, 9. Unks, I don't care. The kids come in and we don't even miss Allison. What more do people actually need, man? Come on, people. Give the guy a 10, man.
Yeah,
Give the guy a 10.
Listen, he gets a 10 from me, fella.
Yeah, I say 9, but it is what it is. I'll give him a 10 as well, just for being there.
Yeah, because the fact that he pulled off some really good saves today. Some really good.
I don't know how he does it, Uncle. I really don't know how he does it. And not only that, have you seen the set pieces when he comes out and punches people with a ball?
Yeah. He's very commanded in his area, isn't he?
Oh goodness sakes!
So yeah, he's got 10. Kostas Tashimkas.
You know, a lot of people were saying he wasn't playing well, but what you seem to forget is it's the experience that counts. You know what I mean? These kids wouldn't flourish without the experience of these players. So I'll give him an 8 because we won 3-0, didn't we? And the way he performed, obviously in the League Cup final, by that corner for Van Dijk, he deserves it. He deserves something high, man. Give him an 8. Give him an 8. Experience counts, man. It makes the kids comfortable.
It's true. Anton says a 9 for Kelleher. Yeah. What is he saying at the day for? What's he saying for Costa? 8,
yeah.
Same. 8. Yeah. I'll go with that. I'll definitely go with that.
Verge ain't gonna get a lot today though. Verge played one half in it, and that half was the one that was we should have conceded at least a couple of goals.
Bit
Verge ain't. Yes.
Who are you saying? 7.5 or 7?
7. Just give him a 7. He played one half, Unks. I mean, so true. They should have scored. Let's be honest, they should have scored. They had a clinical finisher. Maybe if that who came on the second half, Armstrong. If he was on the pitch, maybe there would have been a goal up. I
don't know, because I think what it was at the day, sort of like you still got to look at Kelleher and then he's pulling some brilliant saves.
Oh yeah. But Armstrong is their best finisher, isn't it? Or Shea Adams, or someone like that.
Yeah, he came on, didn't he?
Yeah, he came on at the end of the second half. So if one of them was on, maybe we would have been more in trouble.
Maybe.
Kelleher did perform more highly in the League Cup final, even I guess that $1 billion team or the £1 billion team. So yeah, it's a maybe. Yeah. Kwanzaa.
Gerald Kwanzaa. Anton says an 8.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Yeah.
He made one error, which when the player got past him and should have scored. Do you remember? At the edge of the box. Yeah, that's the only error. But after that, he cleaned himself up.
Solid. He was solid, wasn't
he? Yeah. 8 is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Conor Bradley. What are you saying for Conor Bradley?
Conor Bradley, I don't know about you, Unks. He's looking a bit jaded, isn't he? He's looking a bit tired at the moment. And I think it's time, we rush someone back that we know. Because, we don't want to burn the kid out. Remember what happened to the other kid last season when we burned him out?
Oh, Passages.
I mean, we don't want that to happen to Bradley. You know, I mean, it's still, although there's not a lot of games left right now. You know, what I mean, it's the second half of the season or third part of the season. We still need these players to, you know, be rotated. So yeah, I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8, a solid 8. But the thing is, I think he needs a rest now. He needs.
But
a rest.
I think what it is today with Bradley, it's a needs must thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we needed. To
we've got no choice. We've got no choice.
So we need.
But the thing is, we've got Gomez, Unks. You know what I mean? Who could play as a right back.
Yeah,
We could rotate them too.
Yeah,
we've got the 2 fullbacks, you know, the left backs back now. So now we could play Gomez as a right back from maybe on Saturday. Why not? Let's do that. Make it more solid at the back.
Yeah, but you still got to remember at the end of the day, we've got no Endo at the present stage. I don't know.
No, he should be back. He should be back.
What if he?
Endo was what do you call that word? Precautionary. It wasn't like a serious injury. That's precaution. That's what it was. It wasn't like.
If that's the case, then I'm all for putting.
Even Szoboszlai could be back. They said so. So apparently Szoboszlai should have played in the League Cup final. That's what he said. He said to the Hungarian
what's wrong
TV.
with him? Was there really?
Yeah, he said in the Hungarian TV, I was fit enough to play, but they didn't want to play me. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah. What I say, and I think that I'm not against that. You know, obviously Gomez going back as right back. Do you know what I mean? You know,
it'll be more solid. It won't be more creative or anything else, would it? It's just going to be more solid.
Yeah, it'll just be more solid. And then what will happen at the day? So obviously, you know, Bradley will be able to get a rest. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then we come back more fresher and sort of like better. Do you know what I mean?
Spot on. You don't like we said, we don't want the same thing that last season to happen. We don't want that.
I'm not gonna burn him out.
Yeah.
Joe Gomez.
A solid 8, or 10 or 9, whatever you want to give him, because he played at a position. Second half, I thought he played much better than the first half, in my opinion. Unks.
Just getting used to that 10 position.
Yeah, Anton. Yeah, I agree with him. Give him 10, man.
10, and I have to agree with Anton on that. You know what I mean? Because you know what it is. I'm not only giving him a 10 and a day because of like obviously performance yesterday, because of his performance this season. He's just been brilliant.
Yeah, mate. Doesn't complain, Unks. You know what I love about our team? Nobody complains. Wherever you put them, they'll play. There's not like Rashford. Oh, I don't play up front. I play on the left. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of team is that? Like when players say things like that, you play whatever the coach puts you because he needs you there. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying.
19 in there still.
You give it 300 grand a week and he still complains. Oh, I can't play there.
I know.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
I know. You know, to be honest with you, what's bad about it? I happen to sort of like Rashford. I've always liked him as a footballer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's one of my footballers that I rate.
I love what he does off the pitch. I love that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that.
Not even that. As a footballer, I think I rate him as a footballer.
Do you just think he's in the wrong team or something? You think like
if
he was in a different team, he would have been much better guided. You know, understood. Maybe he would have been.
Imagine what he'd be. Imagine what he'd be like if he was in a Klopp team.
Oh,
imagine that. Imagine him being in a Klopp team. Imagine
getting the hugs every day. You know, come here, son.
Imagine having.
Yeah.
Imagine having Salah on one side, and sort of like Rashford on the other, like on the left, on the other one. That's guaranteed goals, you know.
It's like Mane and Salah all over, isn't it?
Listen, you are guaranteed. This is how bad it gets, yeah? You're guaranteed to win a league.
Oh, yes, 100%. There's no doubt about that.
You just think about it, yeah? Rashford on one side, Salah on the other, then you got Nunes going through the middle. Oh, my God.
Solid, mate. Solid. So like I said, it'll be like Mane and Salah again, Unks. It'll be like Mane and Salah again. That's what it will be.
Those days were nice, man.
Mate, I keep reminiscing, man. Like I keep thinking about it, mate. And we had something special, Unks. I really had something special, man.
Yeah.
It's a shame, man.
Dude. Okay, so Bobby Clark, the chat has spoken. He said an 8 to Bobby Clark. Would you agree with that?
Solid 8, mate. Solid 8. Yeah. It could be 9. And I mean, the only thing that he lacked is getting into the game more. But if he got into the game more, maybe he would have got like a 9 or a 10. But he has done nothing wrong. He done nothing wrong, Unks. Solid 8 is fine.
Yeah, he gets a solid 8, yeah. for real. He gets a solid 8. Solid 8. Okay, McConnell. He another great performance from yesterday. Do you know what I mean?
He keeps the ball
Hardly did,
moving. He keeps the
hardly
ball
did anything.
moving.
Yeah, that's right. Get
Yeah.
the ball moving. Hardly did anything wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a bit kind of like bit shaky in the first half, but overall at the day, I think you're right, Antonio. Anton, solid 8, solid 8, solid 8.
Yeah.
Right, he gets solid 8. There you go. Right, so then we got like then what we got now, we got a little break. We got a question from Ravi. He says, question, how do we maintain consistency with who we have playing and fit? What are you saying?
I say rotation, you know what I mean? But the thing is, who can we rotate? You know what I mean? We ain't got enough players to rotate. But from what I've heard, Ravi, a lot of players, big up Ravi, by the way. I heard a lot of players are coming back for the weekend. So all we can do right now until the end of the season, whatever we got, we need to start rotating fast. Because, you know, the games will come thick and fast to the point more injuries might be picked up, if you know what I mean, if we don't do that. So I know Soboslai's coming back. Endo should come back. Nunes should come back over the weekend. So now we've got to use the squad in a way that they get plenty of rest. You know what I mean? If we're leading on Saturday by 2 goals or 3 goals, second half, 60, 65 minutes, you know, start making like the first changes, if you know what I mean, and you know, give players a break. Because we've got a lot to fight for. We've got a lot to fight for, Uncle Ross. It's not just like the Premier League, is it? We've got Europa League, we've got the FA Cup as well. So, like, in order for us to win more trophies, we've got to rotate because the players are coming back slowly. You know what I mean, but forget about Thiago. Thiago's finished, guys. It's gone. It's gone. Let's just.
Well, you know something. Do you know something? This is how bad it gets. Yeah, we have got Europa Cup against Sparta Prague on Thursday. Then Saturday, we go to Old Trafford for the FA Cup quarter-final. Fucking hell.
That's crazy, man.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, just rotate as much as you can. Yeah. Like, I would have Dan's on the bench on Saturday. I don't know about you, Unks. I'll have him on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
Someone said it the other day, actually. Why don't you use him like Man City used Bob? You know, Bob, is it the Bob? That kid? B-O-B-B? Yeah, why don't we use him something like that, coming off the bench and causing havoc right at the end of the games? You know what I mean? Get a goal here and there or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Could do something like
that. Cody Gakpo.
I think he's the worst. I think he's the worst out of the lot yesterday, mate.
He's got to get 7 for me.
He had opportunities the other day, and he kept on messing it up. And he doesn't do the link-up play very good. Maybe because he doesn't play much. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because the guy doesn't get the opportunities. And you know what I love about Gakpo, guys? I don't really have a go at him like most fans do. Whatever we put him, he gives it his all.
Yeah, true. But what I would say, I will give him a 6.
Why? Okay. 6. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I'll tell you why. Because it's his link up play, Uncle Rods, and the way he was shooting. He was missing the whole target, mate, in front of goal. Kept on hitting it wide. You don't do that as a striker. Yeah. He done one good thing, which was that run at the end. But apart from that, he didn't do much. Like, he needs to get into games more, in my opinion. And secondly, like, he sacrifices a lot. This is why I don't have a go at him. When we need him in the free midfield, he plays there. When we need him on the right, he plays there. When we need him on the left, he plays there. When we need him out front, he plays there. Yeah. So he doesn't just play in one position, guys. So this is why we should not be too hard on Gakpo. But as a striker, from time to time, he's got to improve. Like, the shots he had yesterday wasn't from a guy who's his caliber. He was hitting wide, man. Corner flags.
So he was on the left then, isn't he?
No, he was up front. He was a striker.
No, he was on left.
Oh, when Dance came on, he went to the left. No, he was a striker the whole game, Monks. I don't think he changed.
You might be right,
Yeah. He was never on the left. And I think when Dance came on, we played like something like 2 up front.
Yeah, because what it
Yeah.
is, it's like kind of like where it's got it on here.
Yeah.
It's got Kumas as a striker.
No, it wasn't. That's what they thought.
Yeah,
That's what they thought, and they thought Gomez was gonna play as a right back, and Bradley was gonna play as a right winger. That's what they thought in the beginning.
right,
That's how the starting lineup came out, but it wasn't like that.
right. So, Gakpo 6.5. I put obviously Nunes as Kumas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, solid 8. Solid 8.
I've got a picture. Solid 8, my friend. Actually,
Yeah.
8.5 for goal.
Played that at position. He's a striker, guys. He's a brilliant finisher from what I've heard. But you know, he played. You could see that's not his normal. He can play on the left, but that's not his normal position. You can see it in the game. He wasn't that confident. But yeah, solid 8 for me, Unks.
I'll give him. I'll bump it up to 8.5 because he scored a goal.
Okay.
He scored an opener.
Yeah.
He scored
That gives you a 5.
Yeah.
Or 1.
Harvey Elliott.
I think a lot of people are harsh on him, Unks. I honestly think
I
that.
thought he was great yesterday.
Yeah, the way people talk about him, like, what do you want him to do? To be Messi or Salah? I know like the quality drops when Salah is not there and Elliott plays there.
Yeah.
But Elliott is not the same type of player. Elliott is more creative, more passing, progression ball. That's what Elliott is. And you know, for the deficiencies we had in that game, he did step up. He did lead. He passed the ball to Dance to score the first goal. His first goal, he chipped the goalkeeper. It was because of Elliott's pass. So I think us as fans, we need to start backing this kid, man. Because what I love about him, he plays every game. I think he played in the last 3 games from the start, even through extra time the other day in the League Cup. So you can't really fault the kid. He's giving it your all. Like he's giving his all to us, and he's a fan of the club. He's representing us as fans on the pitch. He might not show the quality that Salah does or someone of that ilk, but at least the kid gives it his all, Unks. I mean, that's all you need, man. With belief and us backing him, I think he will improve as a player. I honestly think that.
Facts. So listen, for me, yeah, he gets a solid 8.5. Solid 8.5. I thought he was good yesterday.
Yeah.
Not a lot he did wrong yesterday. So 8.5.
Do you think we're harsh on him, Unks? From
I
your
think
point
some
of view?
people can be harsh on him. Some people can be harsh on him. Yeah, you are right. Some people can be harsh on him. Right? Let's run through the subs quick.
Yeah.
Let me see how the subs went. Okay. Konate came on for Virgil, didn't he?
Yeah.
Konate
What did we give Virgil? Hang on. What did we give Virgil?
We gave Virgil a 7.
8. Solid 8 for Konate. For one half performance. He was the best defender in the second half by far, Unks. No doubt about that. Nobody got past him.
He didn't,
No mistakes. No mistakes at all.
I'm just trying to get this bloody thing. There you go. That's it. Let's get Konate in there. Solid 8, yeah?
Solid 8, man. One half performance, and it's not bad, is it, for solid 8?
Nope. No, not at all. So, Konate. He was quality yesterday. He's a colossus, man. Do you see how tall he is? He's nearly taller than the clock, you know what I mean?
Mate, it's crazy, Unks. Like, we've got 2 world-class centre-backs. I know that we're pushing it with the world-class thing, but
it's true.
I can't wait for them to play against Man City. I really can't. They're gonna bully Haaland, mate. I'm telling you, they're gonna bully Haaland.
Imagine
they're gonna bully.
what he's done to him. With what, like fucking not Rotaro. Was it Rotaro Endo? No, it was McConnell. He literally voided off Caicedo midfielder there.
Oh yeah. Brilliant, man.
It was
absolutely.
It was so good. We had 2. We had 2. Yeah. McAllister came on the 62nd minute. He came on for. Let me see who came on for.
Yeah, McAllister ain't gonna get a lot. I didn't even know he was in the game. To be fair, didn't need to be.
Yeah. He was kind of like, I don't know why they put
coasting along, innit? Coasting along. I honestly think McAllister plays better on the right, Unks. I don't know if you think that as well. Like, I think since he played, what was it, Brentford, and who was the other game after that? Luton. He played both on the right side, and he was like man of the match in both games.
Yeah.
So when he starts playing on the left, it's different for him. But I think he's better on the right.
He came on for McConnell, didn't he?
Yeah.
Came on for McConnell, so. Came from McConnell. Let's go to chat. See the chat saying about McAllister. Rods and Fuzzy, solid 10. Like the song, both solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock. Yeah. I love that song, man. Solid as a rock. Yeah.
They ain't got McAllister. So what you say for McAllister then?
Oh, he's done nothing really. 6 probably. Maybe, no, we can't do 6 because they won the game 7. Give him 7, innit? You can't put 6. We can't fault anyone. Like it's 7 and above, innit, Unks? It's 7 and above. We can't. 6 is like you're shit. You know what I mean? But,
you know what it is today?
Sorry about the language. Yeah, but that's what it is.
Let's change Gapper to 7 then. Yeah.
They won the game. They won the game, Unks.
Because
6 we give the ones we're disappointed with, didn't it? Like, hugely.
Yeah. It's true. McAllister, and then McAllister will get a 7. And then Dan's come on, didn't he? 63rd minute.
I'll get you, Anton. I'll get you about Gakpo. He put a message about Gakpo. The reason he needs.
Tell me, Gakpo come on 63rd. Dan's coming on the 63rd minute. Who did he come on for? Oh, he come on for Kumas, didn't he? He came on for Kumas.
Yeah. His teammate.
Yeah. So so literally and he's playing off the left, wasn't he?
Yeah. Right. You could say that. We played more like 2 up front in the second half, or 1 up front and 1 off, because Gakpo dropped deep in it when he went on the run. He came on deep, didn't he? Yeah. I'm
gonna put Luis Diaz in because I haven't got Dan's.
Yeah.
So I put Luis Diaz in. Mm-hmm. So 9.5. Yeah. 9.5 straight.
2 goals, man. The kid said 2. He said 2. He's got 2.
Listen, he's freaking. The way he done it, he's sort of like his composure for that goal. His literally composure for that goal was just amazing. It was just amazing. His composure, and just say, yeah, you know what? And they one second.
Wait till you see more of your monks. You just say like straight away, Harry Kane, straight away, mate. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Jaden Dance, he's one of our own. We're singing out Tottenham, but Harry Kane is actually an Arsenal fan. He's not even a Tottenham fan.
I know, innit?
And they call him as one of our own. What stupid idiots, man. Typical Tottenham. Stealing other people's bloody songs.
Oh, shit. You know what?
That's me, it's me. It was me.
No, it's me. It was me. Oh. I've got to add this back in. Oh. All right. Ravi says, when Liverpool won the Carabao Cup, Fuzzy was singing McFadden and Whitehead. Ain't no
stopping us now. We're on the move.
That's a big tune, It's a big tune back
in the club, back in the day. Oh, they still play it in those bars, isn't it? I think they still play in the bars and that. Yeah, the old tunes, 80s and that. Good tune. You're right, Ravi. Big up, Ravi, man. I love his music taste.
Yeah, he's got good
I think he's a DJ. I'm sure Ravi's told me he's a DJ once. I'm sure, ages ago.
He's got impeccable taste. With Gakpo and the Gravenberch, I think they don't realize how much of a quality players they really are. I rate them, and they will come good. Yeah, I believe that as well.
They're kids, aren't they? They're kids, Ravi. They're kids, brother. They're kids.
Foz, the reason why Gakpo doesn't moan, this is Anton.
Yeah.
Is because he's Dutch. They don't put them in fixed positions till they teens. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. They're very humble kids as well. If you don't know Gakpo and Gravenberch, they're very humble kids. I think Gakpo is very religious. I think something along
He is,
those
he is,
lines.
he is.
Yeah.
He loves his gospel music.
Yeah, he's very. That's why he is the way he is. And don't forget, people, like before they came to Liverpool, forget about Bayern Munich and Gravenberch. Gakpo and Gravenberch were sought after players. A lot of teams wanted them. They were the next, batch of kids that the big teams wanted. And
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
fact.
yeah.
Didn't he scored against Luton, didn't he?
Who? Gakpo? Yeah, the header.
Yeah, he scored the last goal, didn't he? Yeah. Gakpo shouldn't moan. This is Anton. Gakpo shouldn't moan as his position isn't fixed, but when he comes on, he should be fighting to improve the team. Yeah, okay. Facts,
Oh,
Anton. Facts, Anton. For me, Elliot needs to bulk up most times. He gets buoyed of the ball. Yeah, he does, but I think that he's young. He's young, but he shows incredible.
He's only 20. Anton, remember when we was 20? I know he gets bodied off the ball, but do you remember when we was that age? And I mean, like, it happens to everyone, bro. It happens to everyone. Like he will improve. He will improve. I've got no doubt about that. He will improve, Unks.
I think as well, in the day, right, he shows incredible tenacity. That's one thing about him.
That's what I like about him. Yeah.
Elliot needs a gym more than anyone at LFC. Anton said it again. I love that he's a fan playing for our beloved team. Yeah. Most, you know what? When you think about it, most of the people at the day, right, in that team, and even in the academy, support Liverpool.
Do you know what they do in the academy? Everyone, like at Liverpool Football Club, what they do is, it's so impressive. I couldn't even believe it. You know what I mean? I don't really get involved in things like that, but I listen to what people say, Uncle. What they do is they bring young kids in, like we talked about. They make sure they're humble. They get them ready for the first team. They prep them up and all that stuff. When they buy players, what people don't understand as well, they bring in the right coaches in their surroundings, if you know what I mean, Uncle Rods. So, if you look at Endo, there's a Japanese speaking, I think, analyzer or something. That's there. If you look at the Portuguese players, there's a Portuguese person there. If you look at the Dutch players, Pep Linders, you get what I'm saying? So they got all kind of languages, coaches in the team that can speak to these players if they're uncomfortable speaking the language, if you know what I mean, as well. So everything is set up. This guy, I'm telling you, like Uncle Ross said, if you think about it, what Jurgen Klopp has set up in our football club is a genius move. It's absolute genius, man.
It's a blueprint. It's a blueprint of how your club's supposed to be run. Literally. Because I think, that guy, Victor Mayono, I can't pronounce his last name.
Vitor, I know you're talking about the Portuguese guy.
Yeah, he's Portuguese, isn't he? So he'll probably speak to Jota, but then again, Jota don't really need
No, forget Alisson, the other Portuguese, Brazilian players, Firmino before that.
The people like that couldn't speak really English that well, but Alisson can speak good English. He can speak very good English. He can even translate. Remember, he translates for Darwin Núñez.
Spanish and Portuguese is pretty much similar.
Similar.
They learn that anyway. They learn Spanish anyway, Portuguese people. So yeah, but I think he might speak a bit of German as well, Alisson, because his background is German as well. He might be born. Yeah. Back Alisson Becker. The name is German. Don't forget the people. Like, it's us moving to Brazil. It's like that. Like you're from here, you move to Brazil, family moves down there, like that. But they don't forget their background. You know what I mean? Where they're originally from. They're still gonna speak. He might speak German. I don't know, because his background is German. Just to let you know.
I spoke to this guy, right? the other day, right, when I was doing the football, and some black youth, and his name's Pablo, and he's from Angola. They speak Portuguese in Angola. But he can speak Portuguese. Obviously, speaks Portuguese. He can speak Spanish as well, and he can speak Italian. You know what I mean? Yeah?
Wow.
Right? And Italian, well, it's all similar, isn't it? Portuguese, Italian, and Spanish, it's all a bit similar. But I said that I was saying to him about, the Spanish being similar to Portuguese. And he said, no. He said to me, no, it's not. And he's not, you know what it is? He's not the first person that said it to me, right? He said that Italian at the end day is more similar to Portuguese. than
Wow.
what Spanish is. And I was like, I really like it because I said to him, because listen, at the end of the day, you lot say, when you lot say hello, yeah, Portuguese people say hello, they say hola, yeah?
That's Spanish.
Yeah, because Portuguese, if a Portuguese person says hello to you and say, hello, how are you? You know what I mean? So like, they'll say hola, tudo bem, yeah? Obviously in Spanish it's hola, como estás? But what I'm saying is that in day sort of like hola is the same in Spanish, yeah?
Yeah.
When they say like you're welcome in the day, it's de nada.
Uh-huh.
De nada, you know what I mean? It's you're welcome, but it's the same in Spanish. The only thing that changes at the end of the day is when they say thank you, it's obrigado.
Yeah.
And obviously Spanish says gracias, Italian says grazie. You know what I mean? So you'll get a similarity obviously in thing, but I was very surprised that he said it's not similar. What's my man saying? Oh yes, Andy, big up yourself, my friend. Make sure you don't leave without hitting a like and subscribe button, my friend. Please do.
Yeah,
Stevie G or Xabi Alonso, next manager for Liverpool.
Stevie G? Wow.
It's Xabi Alonso. It's Xabi Alonso all day long. All day.
Stevie G, that train has passed a long time ago. We need to stop being, sentimental people. Move away from Stevie Gerrard, please. Like for your own health, move away from Stevie Gerrard, please. Man. Enough now, enough. I want Kenny Dalglish back as a player, but he's not gonna come back. Just let him go. let Stevie G go, man. Just let Stevie go.
Kai Golden come on yesterday, but we can't really rate him in it.
Yeah, didn't do much. Only the last 3 minutes. He's a big talent, He's another big talent, Unc. He's another big talent from Derby. People rated him highly when he came to Liverpool. Got a few injuries, serious injuries from what I've heard, but it looks like he's coming back slowly, man. He's very, very good player, man. Very quick as well. Very quick.
Let me see if they've got sort of like Naodi in here. Might not, but it's worth a try. Why?
It won't be on there.
Nah, it's not. That's why he's put the game.
He ain't gonna get much on because he didn't come on for a lot of time.
70th minute.
Yeah, just 7. Everybody else gets a 7, innit? Just give them a 7.
I'm gonna give him a 7. But what I'll change it.
Whatever other players that's not there, innit? Like just put someone like Soboslai or.
Yeah, I put Simon Spots. Yeah. Yes. There you go. So I'll put him in there, and he will get. Let's get to ratings, and because I will get put the 7 for Naodi. We can't give obviously Kai Gordon the rating because he wasn't.
He only came on the last 3 minutes. I mean,
So
it's nothing, is it?
Yeah.
Everybody gets a 7, innit, Uncle? Everybody gets a 7.
Yeah, so we just
because we won.
Yeah. What are you giving Klopp?
Oh, listen, like this guy is a magician, isn't he? I'll give him 10 out of 10, Unks. For a team like that to beat the first team of Southampton is off the scale, isn't it? It shouldn't even be 10. It should be 20. Or it should be something big. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Give the guy credit for what he's done. He made kids play in a man's game and they won 3-0. A team that's already, probably coming back to the Premier League. They're 4th in the Championship. It's just, full of internationals, by the way, as well. That team, full of internationals.
Yeah. Do you know what's happened to Pogba? Because it's been Pogba all day, but I don't know what's actually happened to him.
I think he's been banned for 4 years, isn't it? Like you can't play football for 4 years. Yeah, man. The guy, he's done for doping, I think, something like that. What a waste of a talent, isn't it, man? You know what they say, Uncle Rod's like.
I think his brother, he had some family problems as well that actually projected into his career. Because I think
poor man.
His brother, something like some witchcraft business that his brother was involved in and stuff and all that. It was just like, he literally and he just went.
Can I be honest with you, Uncle? The way his career was going, he might as well just give it up. You know what I mean? He should be in a pedestal of Zidane, somewhere along that, you know what I mean? Like something along that ilk, but he never got there because he just didn't want it. You have to want it, uncle, like in order for you to become the best players in the world. And he's not going to be remembered being one of the best players in the world now because he's never made it that far. Obviously, he's won the World Cup, but other than that, like, what has he done in football?
Nothing.
I mean, you don't go back to old clubs. Once you leave, you leave. You know what I mean, we know it from experience. The players that came back wasn't the same as the first time they were at Liverpool. You know what I mean, and you know, managers, everything. Like, once you leave, just don't come back because your
But you know
legacy
it
will
was
just disappear.
I think you know what it was though. It was the fact that day that sort of like, you know, Man United was literally willing to spend 100 million for him.
Stupid, man.
That wasn't going to be turned down. It was not going to be turned down.
There's a reason Fergie let him go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There must be a reason.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing him back?
And then a couple of years later, anything like, because he went on a free.
Yeah.
Went free to Juventus.
Exactly.
A couple of years later, and like, you're buying him back at the day.
And then he goes back on a free again.
It's fucking stupid.
It's shocking, mate. Shocking, man.
And you know what? You know another player that went like that, but his career, he's still got a career. Lukaku, right? He got brought in. He got brought in. I'm sure that sort of like I'm sure thing was still there. I'm sure Mourinho was still there when he brought him in.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was. They would have brought him in and I think that, right?
Yeah.
Didn't really play for sort of like he didn't play for sort of like Chelsea.
Yeah.
He got put on loan, like he went to West Brom, then he went to Everton, and in the end, Everton ended up buying him because remember they got all that money for
Who, Lukaku?
Yeah, they got all that money.
No, it was a loan, wasn't he? Was he on loan?
No, he bought him in the end. They bought him in the end. He was on loan
Okay.
first, but then they bought him because what happened in the day is like remember Fellaini?
Mm-hmm.
Remember him, yeah?
Yeah,
Do you remember-
the curly head
remember-
guy, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that day he went to Man United, didn't he?
Yeah.
When Moyes was there. He went to Man United with Moyes there, and they spent 30 million for him.
Yeah, some crazy money, yeah, I
30
remember.
million they spent for him. So what is Everton used that money at the day to make the loan deal with Lukaku at the day permanent? You understand me?
Oh, okay.
Because Chelsea didn't want him anyway. So he's gone on with Everton, right? And he's done well with Everton. He's actually done well with Everton. So what's actually happened when what's my call it? What's the face? When Mourinho went to Man United now, yeah, Mourinho ended up buying him for 97 million.
Crazy.
From Everton. Yeah.
Crazy. Was it? No, I saw he went to Inter. No, was it Inter?
No. Yeah, that's it. He did. What it was? Marina
he came back.
Marina bought him. Yeah, because Marina bought him from Everton, and it was some shit, crazy money. So 90-odd million.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't 90-odd million. It wasn't that much. It wasn't that much.
I'll check. It's fine.
It was sort of like
It was a lot of money. I know that.
It was a lot of money, but I think what is it? From there, I thought he went to Inter, didn't he? After Man United, he went to Inter. Then Chelsea end up buying him from Inter for 97 million, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then he goes back. Then he goes back to Inter on loan. Yeah, right. And now he's ended up with at Roma. He's at Roma now. Do you know what
75 million plus 15 million pound add-ons.
Man United for.
Yeah. So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Oh, I want to say that's 90 million, mate.
Yeah, it's more than that. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's true. Pogback, you know. Remember? The PR stuff by Man United and
idiotic team, man. Stupid team, man. They're dumb.
Yeah.
They've lost their identity as well. That team, they've lost it.
Yeah.
Vidal, okay, Pogba.
Vidal and Pogba were meant to be the next big thing at the time. Yeah. They're going to at the time, and they both flopped. Vidal, I don't know what Vidal's doing. Do you know what I mean?
He's retiring. I swear he went back to under team.
He had the Elvis for 4 years the other day, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waste, mate. Waste. You know what it is, Uncle?
Hey,
Like I always say, with these footballers, they're not humble anymore. They're rich too early. You know what I mean? And they lose focus of reality, which is that, you know, becoming a great player. Money comes first now, more than anything, because, you know, football is such a short, you know, life, isn't it, Unc? So they want to make as much as they can, party as much as they can, and then, you know, football becomes secondary, unfortunately. I mean, if you look at the old days, look how humble players were. It was like a normal job, wasn't it, Unks? It was like a normal job. I mean, you got to be at your best in order for you to get the big bucks. And these players in the modern day, more like
but yeah, I think a lot of these players, what people don't
they're not
understand,
humble anymore.
a lot of these players at the day, what people don't understand is that they're like this before.
Yeah.
And where they get on, and where they sort of like, you know, get popular get good at what they do and apply their trade in it for now and get popular and stuff and start getting loads of money, they tend to think and they go on a power trip. They don't think nobody can touch them and that. And then
look at what they do nowadays, Unks. It's all about red carpets now. You know what I mean? Going to award shows. It's Hollywood. Hollywood has hit us, people. Football is becoming less interesting now. Football is secondary to players.
Do you know what it is with people today, right? With like these people, like these footballers, if they're clever at the day, right, they can create dynasties.
Of course.
That's what I'm trying to say. If they're clever, they can create dynasties and that. But some of them at the day, the power goes to their head. Literally, power goes to their head and they think that, and then before you know it, and they think that, right, they're fighting, you know, they're involved in all sorts. You know what I mean?
Sad, man. Betting. Look at how can you earn about 250 grand a week and you're struggling with betting? You know what I mean? You don't need much betting anymore. It means you could save money, you could buy properties, get into business instead of like wasting money on betting, man. A lot of these people, and they need the right people around them, the right kind of mentors. Some of these people in the day, right, they got sharks around them. Of course, man.
You got sharks. As long as they get in it, as long as you're paying them in the day, right, they don't mind. They'll give you any advice.
Exactly. They say yes to everything. Yes, 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 yes. There's never a no. They never guard your life. Me and Anton could have made it this era. Anton, I'm convinced we could have made it, bro. No doubt, no doubt. We could have made it, mate.
All right. Okay, guys. If you're gonna watch this on a replay, because we've come to the end of the show now, and thank you for joining us. Okay?
Oh, it's brilliant. Man.
Yeah, wicked. I should be back tomorrow evening sometime with the match preview for the game the next day, the Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff with Nottingham Forest. We're at the away to City Ground. Nottingham Forest versus our beloved Liverpool. So I'm going to give you a match preview on that. Okay. In the meantime, if you're going to watch, if you're
no doubt, Anton. I swear, no doubt, man. In modern day, me and you would have made it easy, bro.
Jano. Yeah, so don't forget to hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Okay. Also, as well, please hit the notification button. You will notify me when I go live. Also, share all the content on all social media platforms. So please do. Helps me out a great deal. I'll come on with you if you like, Rods, tomorrow. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll shout you. I'll send you a link, Anton. I'll send you a link. Once I've done the thumbnail and all that, I'll send you a link, bro. Don't worry about that. Yeah, man. Thanks for that. Anton. Big up. Okay, so Fuzz, please tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
Unks, it's not all about me. It's about you, as I always say. But everybody can see my one. It's just right there, LRFC. Big up chat. Tony, I think, commented earlier and I didn't reply to it. I apologize, Tony. Thank you, mate, what you said there. I really appreciate that. We'll do something together, all of us, very, very soon. Because, you know, like you haven't been in a stream with me, Uncle, and Anton and Musa yet. I think we should get you on our one. And I think you'll enjoy it, man. We'll have a laugh. He's
a great guy, man. I got a lot of respect for him. It's like we started around about the same time. Do you know what I mean? And like, you know, he was rocking me back in the days and everything that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but that's all about, you know, football. That's it. You know what I mean?
We're rivals, man. We're rivals.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be like. but at the end of the day, he's still my brother. You know what I mean? And
100%.
yeah, and
100%.
if anybody disrespect, put it this way, I wouldn't sort of like have anybody disrespect me. That's my brother that. So yeah, man, you getting on the channel still. But yeah. So yeah, are you doing an afternoon show tomorrow?
With me, I don't know anything at the moment. You know what I mean? I've been ill in it, so I've just come back. I'm going back to work tomorrow. But next weekend we should do something late night. You know, long one again.
Oh yeah,
I think I'm off, so we could us lot could do something late night next week and just have a laugh, have a laugh program in it or something like that.
Yeah, do so.
Get ready for the Man City game. Innit? We'll try and get a Man City guy on there, and we'll just talk about Man City, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
It's Man City. It's Man City. Yeah. I'm sure. Hang on, let me check. I'm sure it's Man City.
10th.
Because the weekend I'm off is Man City. I know that.
It is. It is. That's next weekend.
Yeah. So we'll try to get, obviously for your channel and my channel, hopefully we'll just get someone from Man City on both.
Yeah, get Other May and that
Patrick or something.
That fellow for Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick is back now, isn't it? He was fighting cancer, wasn't he?
Yes. So I'll have to get him. Yeah.
He should be back now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. All I've got to say now is, listen. Obviously, if you've got no more to add, we will say good night, God bless, and peace. This is Anthony Uncle Roz, my man Fuzzy, and we're saying peace. We are out of here. Peace, love, and respect.
Yo, what an awesome exit.